Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. Wow, people, I have got to have an attitude of gratitude. My gosh, the world is really hurting, really hurting. So the icon for this says, a beautiful way to start and end a day is with a grateful heart. And my gosh, especially in America, as hard as it is with the COVID coming back for the third surge or whatever it is far harder in other countries. And a friend of mine is from Australia, but she's working in Vietnam as a teacher. And she ended up getting stuck in Vietnam because she can't go back to Australia right now with the COVID because of the borders and all of the rules and things that are going on. And it's a really scary time because in Vietnam, they are literally on day 70 of lockdown and day 15 of hard lockdown, meaning you're really not even allowed out. And if you do get out, you have to get a pass showing that you have permission to go try and obtain groceries or whatever you can. And it's very hard to obtain anything. And of course, this person, out of love and grace, is breaking some of those rules because there's some people who are secretly, and of course this is the human condition, we always get down to the grassroots, right? Where we try and care for one another. So people are secretly selling what little bit of fruit and vegetables they have from their yards, which is her preference because hello, she's like raw vegan. But it's really scary. Anyway, it's super scary. So she ran out to try and secretly purchase whatever she could. And one of the things that she wanted was to get some flour. And upon trying to get back in to her, little block, there were police and the police were like checking papers for people, seeing if they have permission to be out, which she didn't. She felt like because they saw that she obviously was not Asian and they probably could not speak with her, they waved her on through, which was a terrific blessing. I mean, that was God, right? But I was thinking, okay, so I was trying to do the numbers. So in America, we have about 330 million people respectively. And in Vietnam, they have about 97 million. So a little less than a third, right, of our population. We've had 61,000 and climbing COVID deaths. They are just at about 550, but they have like 110,000 people who actively have COVID right now. And about 21,000 people have recovered who were ill with COVID. So I don't know if those numbers mean anything to you, but what I was thinking was, here's the difference. Okay, in America, when we think about being grateful, and not many people are, right? I don't know what that mindset is where we always just want more and more and more and people owe us, right? But anyway, what I was thinking was a teacher in Vietnam makes $250 a month. $250 a month. With the COVID going on and them technically not teaching right now because of lockdown, they get $30 a month. Now, of course, the food and things are slightly relative to that, but what she found out was that some people are just starving right now, and they're literally just getting a ration of like a cup of rice for the entire day, So sadly, even if they're going to escape COVID, they may very well die just from malnutrition and things like that, which in some cases would have been the case, COVID or not, because it's an impoverished country in some ways, but it's almost guaranteed right now. It's guaranteed because, oh my gosh, they don't have anything. So by God's grace, and I earn all my money, but I consider it fluid because I believe it's God's money, I'm going to send some money because I know that Jade is super responsible and she is literally running around providing for the least of God's people, right? The least of, every person matters. But like I said, as this is going on, you saw the hoarding when COVID first hit. People weren't exactly hurting. They went crazy and cleared every shelf in every store, right? And then our government was able to step up and give people money, right? Which of course is not happening in places like Vietnam. And people are still complaining. They're still complaining. And then countries are begging to please let them have the vaccine because their country can't afford it, don't have access, whatever. And our country is able to just say, screw you, I don't need a vaccine. I don't need a mask, whatever. I'll do whatever I want. I have rights. You do have rights, but can you consider the rights of others? If you're not vaccinated, can you be honest enough to wear a mask? Please, right? Because now that people aren't checking, and there's really no way to check, those most arrogant are just running around saying COVID's fake anyway. Another, what does Trump call them? Fake news. The numbers have been jimmied. Doesn't matter that I personally know 12 people who have left the planet. Really precious people. Doesn't matter that 9 people in my family had COVID, that a couple of them have not gotten their taste back or their smell. It's all fake. Fake news. Oh, and even better, when they said America made it up, or not America, forgive me, the Democrats. The Democrats made it up, which would suggest that the entire world were part of the illusion that the Democrats, like, wow, I thought they were a powerful party already. I had no idea they were that powerful, that they could get all the rest of the world on board and everybody could be faking it, right? What? Anyway, my friends, we have to start and end our day with a grateful heart. I'm a prayer person. I do my best, and I ask God to forgive me for my shortcomings. I do find something grateful in every day, especially just simply breathing, knowing that as a teacher, while people complain about how much money we make, it's certainly more than $250 a month. Even when we couldn't teach, I was still getting paid, which was more than being reduced to $30 a month. I mean, come on. This doesn't even begin to touch on like India, which has, it was an astronomical number. Okay, I'm tired. I mean, I drove 150 miles today. Did I accidentally say 61,000 deaths? Forgive me if I said that for the United States, okay? 611,000. I think I said that wrong. I can't reverse the tape. Yeah, 611,000 for the United States. And I would argue a lot of that has just been sheer irresponsibility and people just being so stubborn that they didn't care. And sadly, as we have a new wave coming through with this even more infectious Delta variant, which affects younger populations than before, people are still saying too bad. And I'm so sorry for that. Okay, then India. And India has 421,000 deaths. Brazil, another one hard hit, 551,000. And Brazil is a much smaller country. I'm so sorry. And even Russia, 152,000. It's a lot. It's a lot of people. 4.16 million deaths. Yeah, it's a lot. Anyway, let's keep praying. If in your heart you're thinking, well, I would donate to Vietnam. I mean, I could help some of those families. Can you message me? Because I do have the PayPal for this beautiful person whom I completely trust and knows she's only doing God's work. I mean, seriously, I consider her Mother Teresa of Calcutta in Vietnam during the COVID right now. Not even kidding you. That's how pure of heart she is. I would love to hook you up to send the money on. I mean, I just told you, they make $30 a month as a teacher. Obviously, your $25 will go far. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to set up whatever those accounts are that everybody sets up. I'm not going to set that up. But if you just say, yeah, Jules, I'll send $20. Please instant message me and I will give you her PayPal account and we can flood it and say, you know, not everybody shows their gratitude, but I do. and it comes back, and it just makes God so happy. And I think in all of this, God needs some happiness too. All right, thanks for listening, you guys. Prayers all around. Stay safe. Believe that COVID and Delta variants and all of those things are real. And please don't over challenge it. I'm a teacher who's about to go back face to face. Luckily, I only have about 26 kids instead of the 33 I just said goodbye to. But that was only half a class, right, for each one. So anyway, prayers all around. Like if you like, join us if you haven't subscribed. Let me know in the comments below. What are you grateful for? How can I support you? Is this reasonable? It's my truth. And until we talk again, best of all, know that I'm grateful for you and that you're blessed.